Hello, people. I'm in 2.2.8 now, and it works. Don't worry, my character's there. Um, just disable this. I said something before, but I'm going to do a quick tell you. Um, my thing disabled because I went into rendering, cycle in rendering, and I think it disabled my video. So I have to start all over again to tell you what I'm going to tell you. Now, my character can be imported from 2.79. Why? I'm going to get into that. Let me get some water. So here's my character. Took a while, but yeah, he's in 2.79, 2.78. Okay, people, there's something I gotta tell you. Better start telling you. Just had me some water. The subsurf don't work in Unreal. It does work if you apply it, but it takes too long to export it with all those polygons on it. There's something else that you can make. Well, there's something else you can do to this character. And everything will still work with this character. I had to do some redoing with automatic smoothing. I had a extra called smoothing here. You can smooth, shading smooth. This is flake when it goes back to flake. When you smooth and then you add automatic smooth. Well, I don't remember where it is. It's supposed to be. Oh, it's down here. Yeah, automatic smooth will make him look beautiful, and that's what it did. That's what it did. It made him look more beautiful, more, more perfect. No more of those dark problems. Okay, people. Now there is something else I gotta tell you. I even had to do his mouth, but that's okay. I got his gums closer, just like for every baby. But his mouth was sort of well, he has gums. His mouth can do that. Okay. You cannot, and if you export this character, you will not have the original subsurf applied to your character. Why? Because if you like you if you do it if you turn this off and export it, it will not automatic subsurf your character, but it would work. This would work, but the main important one won't. The animation will. Always the animations do apply. Um, why would it not work? Because I'm going to show you. See, that's why. This is grayed out, meaning it's disabled. You cannot have an automatic subsurf. Now, this is to apply other modifiers, but the subsurf will not be applied because this is probably was a part of the game engine. Oh shoot! If this was a part of the game engine, then we have a problem. Yes, there could be no Unreal characters, slower computer Unreal characters in Unreal from Blender from Unreal. So that's a problem. They didn't fix this. This is turned off. It might be checked, but it's grayed out, meaning it will not apply the character's modifier, even if it was turned off. So that's bad news. But don't worry, I have another solution for this. We have Blender 2.79.1. This is the new version from, it might say 2.7.9, but it isn't. It's added a new one and everything's different. If you've seen the original, this is the game engine. This is the true game engine Blender. they're both split apart and they're both working separately. So this is going to be your savior. The game engine will let you get your characters there. So what you guys got to do is have two blenders now. Not one, two. The game engine is split apart, so this means you have to add another blender from the game engine. But it will be different. It's different. So everything will still work, and you can keep up to date with the new versions that they release. I'm going to show you something else. This is where you get it, and this is where you can find out if he's doing something. You can tell he was doing something. He was working on it. They were checking it out. The developers are not going to they're going to develop another game engine, another version. That's good. So over 3, and how many people were here? No people at the moment. They probably come and go. They are there. You just don't know that there are people here. Steven had one issue. Needs help. You can tell. Someone was here. That was the 13. So which one's the new word? They will see 7 hours ago. This just happened. 7 hours ago. They updated 7 hours ago. So they are working here. They are working on their software. And you can get the package. Well, you gotta click it, I guess. Oh yeah, where's the BG? You can get it from the site, but it takes a long time to get it from Mega Upload, but you can do it. That just gives you all the versions that they worked on. If you want to get the new version that are working on, I think it's called it's the versions they're working on. You can get that. I think you go here. See, there were people here. See issues? Okay, there's totals. So they're helping them out working on it. So if you go to BGE, we just click this, and you can just download the full package here. But remember, if this changes, you have to delete your old one and get the new one. Anything, people, anything that changes here, that you might want to get a new version, you have to delete it and get it. This was June. Delete it and install it. Okay. Or you can just get the full package from the site. You can get the full package from the site. He added a wiki. Nice. He added this. Oh, that wasn't there before. Oh, he's adding Python scripts. Oh, he's moving everything over here. Oh, yeah, he's moving it all over here. He's moving all the controls over here. Because they just closed. They just see. Oh, wait, look at this. See, this is the game engine, so you can tell the new version is 2.7.6. So they're doing stuff here. It might become an 8, and it will still remain the same. Here's the community. When will they open the form? Oh, they got the form out. They added the form. So now I can join the form. I like to see their form. And find out if that wasn't there before, but it just been posted. So this is their form. I was already here, so this is all of here. I've been here. Who's this? Oh, Sonic is on this too? Yep, that's true. Yeah, Sonic is on here too. Okay, so this is where you can find everything. Okay, so there's your form. I already signed up to it, so don't worry. So everything is here. You can download it. This wasn't here like that. And this is just the package. Ooh, excuse me. So when you get this, I will show you the next step. Okay, now we're gonna talk about the step. So this is the new version of Blender for the game engine. Everything's still all here. And this is the version for 2.80. These two are different now. Now I didn't get the 2.76, so I don't know how to get that new version. It's probably that GitHub. I have to get it from the GitHub so I can keep up to date with it. So, let me show you something. This is where Baby Greed is. If you copy your character, if you copy the character, if you delete this, I'm gonna just show you from a new site. Well, I wanted to show you anyway because I thought I showed you before. Then I showed you the cube. So if you if you go like this, now if you transfer everything to the other version here, everything will still remain the same. Nothing will change from the character. Everything will show it from this page. Now, if there was a problem that it went too high, it will probably be in gray. It probably won't show, but it will. The mesh colors won't show. Everything else will show. That means you probably have to repaint them and everything. That sucks, but it's worth it. But that didn't happen. That didn't happen yet. Nothing happened yet, so it's not there yet. I don't think it'll ever be there. So what you do is press the A, and then press I think the C. I think if I just spell it out to you because I don't know what that control is. It's CTRL. If you click that and C, you see it say copy. Oh, I didn't click it. I think it's Shift C. That just close it. I mean, how? Just. Oh, wait. I gotta be in edit mode to do that. Just press that. What I told you. That same letter I told you. Okay. I think it's better to unsubsurf him because then it'll bring problems to the other side. Because I put him too high. I had too many programs out. Darn it. I'll be back. What I have to do is turn off the subsurf. Okay, then press everything. Press C and it'll copy. I think it did. I just don't know where it is. And then you press CV here. You press the same letter C T R T. I mean, what's the letter again? It's CTRL. You hold that down and you press the V key. He will be transferred here. See, nothing's moving. I can't. From here to here. And there he is. And it changes the format. Everything changes. So everything changes from the colors and everything. He has to be in cycle rendering. I gotta tell you something. You can't use this if I'm recording. I can't use that. But if I use that, everything remains the same. And he can be used in the game engine. See? But you probably have to recolor him from the cycle color. And once that's here, you can export him. As long you don't have to touch them. If you do, if you see any problems that you don't like from the other one, you can test it out. I can tell there's a lot of problems. I'm also gonna show you something else after I'm done with this. You export him, and from now I can tell you from the other version. That's the word. That's just kids playing. See, this is turned on, and everything is ready to be exported and be used in Unreal. Okay, so I showed you that. Now there's something else I want to show you. And you can also do it from other objects and that. Now about I want to show you something. I doubt I told you about this feature. I'll tell you again. Um, you use the subsurf. We gotta be in object mode. Okay, you're in object mode. You click the mesh. You click us, and it's over here. I can't do that control command anymore, but you gotta do it here. You press this is the original from all the other versions. This is the original how it's supposed to start out as, and this is how to smooth it out. But there is a problem when you smooth it out. It's kind of looks kind of funny, but it's worth it. But now there is a new tool here. So if I turn this off, he goes back to his original color. You see that it looks kind of awful and all those lines there. Now if you turn this on, look what happens. You see that? It's showing its better appearance. So you can tell there was something there. This fixes it all up. And there you go. And there's another new feature. There's a new tool here for this new Blender, and it will work on the other version. I want to show you something. To turn your character into this, to closest to the subsurf 2 to 1. The closest to the subsurf 1. To the 1. To the render 1. If you click this, this is what's gonna look like almost to the render 1. Blender is trying to make a rendering automatic tool so we don't have to use the subsurf anymore. All that polygons will be organized and fixed to make them look like in the number 2. But they're trying to do it from number 1. That's good if they can get it to number 2. But they haven't stepped over to number 1 yet to get that what they're looking for what the character's supposed to look like. And this is what he looks like from number 2. And now I want to show you something else. Wait, from number 1. This is from number 1, you can tell. But he looks more better in number 1. Oh, I see. My bad. This is just render. Vertex void points. If you turn this to 1, this is what he's supposed to look like. If it was in number 1. It takes time, so. Well, it's not how I see it, but it's close enough. Close enough, but it's not close enough. But the other one's trying to get close enough to this. Trying to get close enough to this. Trying to get close enough to make it like this. Now, if he was in number 2, his hair would get smaller. It would get shorter. But now I want to show you something else. I'm going to turn this off and turn it back into it. Now, this is the new feature I like. I found it in Blender, and it's awesome. It'll fix up my character and fix all those polygons and put them all in order and get rid of some of those bad, nasty polygons. It'll probably fix them out. I think it also gets rid of the nasty polygons and helps the character don't have too many polygons, so you don't have a lagging computer. So that's good. That's what Blender's trying to do. Less polygons, better performance. Yeah. So this is what I wanted to show you. I'm going to have to click all of them. I already did. So this is to fix the vertices. This is the baby. This was not in the 2.79. This is the new tool. When I click this, my character is going to look like I want it. Look like, and also you see the hair. It will still remain the longest hair. It will still kind of remain. This is probably what they're trying to do. Trying to get that hair long and fixed out. Well, there's nothing I can do. This is how I made it so perfect and sharp. This can't not be fixed, I think. But one day down the road, I will try. I don't know. But this is kind of. He looks cool this way, but um, there's that problem that makes him look ugly. So what I can do? This is the new feature. What they did. If I click this, guess what's gonna happen to him? Um, Not this one. I don't know what that does. Click this. See, it still remains long, and it's trying to get into the two dot. It's trying to get into that one there. Now look at him. See what happened to him? He looks more better, and it fixed it up. And I say, wow, did Blender just do that? I don't think any software has that tool. But Blender has just fixed my character up, and he looks very nice. And his nose still remains, but it made it more sharper. And his eyes became more round there. If they continue working with this, if they continue making this to stand out more better, if they keep going down with this tool here, if you're looking at, listen to this, brother, if you continue improving this tool, my character will be even more sharper than what it is. So yeah, it even fixed the mouth out. Look at that. It's almost there. It's almost to that one. If only they can get it closer to one and then step over two to get it to that two. So if I add this now, it'll make it even more better. If I add this now, I don't even need to add it to two now because it's more better. It'll bump it up to two. Watch. Well, it's gonna take time. Now look at him. There's some little problems, but now he looks more better, and his hair became more longer. His quills became how I like it, and his wings just made it more fluffier. Awesome. So, and he looked like he's a child open mouth. Ah, what happened to me? I look more better. Okay, now I'm gonna bump it up to two. See, now it even fixed out that little curve. If they can continue fixing it more, it'll be great to make it straight. But the bar one is not even close, but it's getting there. Oh yeah, this is. Oh, I forgot. I can probably fix it out now. It looks very good. His body became just nice. I can still see some curves around it. But Blender did a very good job. It sharpened it out. See, it went to almost. It almost hit one, but he looks very good. He doesn't look like that awful face anymore. So there you go, people. And if this will still remain the same, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna press C to copy it, so you can show it. There it is. C to copy the object, and we're going to put him in here and see if it still remains. If it does, it did it for me. Yes, yes, it does. Amazing. There's our sharp character, and I'm thinking about I'm thinking about leaving him on one, and um, he still looks okay. There's something there. Oh, I forgot to paint that. But it may. Oh, I wanted to show you since that. Look what happened. You see it? You see this? It's still the same size. What Blender did is make sure the hairs doesn't get smaller. It did get smaller, but it remained a little longer where it was supposed to be. It's supposed to be down here. Blender is trying to keep the focus of the character, is keeping the focus of the body from shrinking. That is good. It's trying to keep the body from staying its normal size, but the subsurf, it continues wanting. If I go to number 2, it still remains the same. That is so cool. And look, his tail became more smoother. I love this character. He looks very good. And his nose, um, I don't seem to. Well, we just have to deal with it. It's a hedgehog nose. Now his nose became even smaller. We can sure darken it out, I guess. And his eyes became even more smoother. I like it. It looks very nice. So what I'm gonna do, I want to check it out and see what I can do with the body now. Since it's more, maybe test it out, see how the arms work out. Wow, even faster. Yeah, even more smoother. Well, that's a good job. Okay, so he did a great. It did work. Um, so there you go. It looks very good. Oh, so you guys can do the same on 2.8 and put them back there. This also fixes other characters' polygons. And if you look at the polygons, see, it organized my polygons. I can't see the polygons because it's not turned on. No, it's on, but oh yeah, sorry. Well, see, look at that. Look what Blender did to my character. Did a great job straightening out my polygons. Still, it straightened it out, straightened it way out. So it even stretched those polygons to make it really work. Now, if they can just get the face more working on, see, I did do some work on the, it did a great job. Uh-huh. Let's see what I find. He looks wonderful. See, there's all the polygons in order. See, everything came from that one to this one. So everything is still the same and looks very good. Now I'm gonna work on the face sooner or later. So, um, that was kind of cool, but I can't touch it yet because that's just for I don't want to touch it and mess them up. So I'm gonna restart it, and there's some bugs I gotta fix. But thanks everyone. Then this is the original. See the polygons? Um, they're not straight. This is how the messed up face looks, and the body sort of scribbled out. But that's okay. We'll fix it. Um, so thanks everyone. I hope you enjoyed it. But remember, you guys got to. So I have my character, that one from that 2.8, put in here. See, he's right here. There still seems to be some problems. Um, he looks good. There's some good color also. So everyone, I got to go. Thank you for watching, and you guys can do the same. Just remember, you're gonna have to use another blender here. You don't have to if you guys probably have to use it to get your character into Unreal. So you don't have to wait all day when it's subsurf. Um, just remember, you can't delete these turned off. So all of that will automatically turn on and export it. On 2.8, it doesn't do that anymore. You had to apply to modifiers now because like I told you, it's disabled. It's grayed out, meaning it doesn't work. Without this, you cannot export your characters from Unreal and get that automatic. For slow computers, you can't get that automatic modifier of subsurf. Sorry, but you can get the modifier of other modifiers to work on the character, like the shader, the solid will work. This will work. This will work. This will work. Even if it's turned off, it will work. This won't work. If it doesn't work, that means it will not work in Unreal. You have to use this one. Just remember what I told you, copy and paste here and then do what you can to get your character in Unreal. Alright, see you later people. I got to do some more work. I like them both, but I still seem to like this one 2.79 because it feels like it's more better than 2.8. I don't know. The animations are working. The animation on this one, I know all the controls to it, but from 2.8 it's gonna take me a while to get used to the skeletons on Blender 2.8. But hey, just gotta keep trying. So yeah, I love this one. He's got some nice face, and you know what I can do now? I can do this. And this. See? And yeah. There you go. See? That's the kind of face I'm looking for. See? Nice looking face. Still need to be around it some more. Yeah, that's his face. And that's not going to change anything. The subsurf kind of messes up the face. See, that's what I hate about the subsurf. They need to make the polygons stay in line. But this one makes it stay in line, but it doesn't go any higher than the subsurf. I think I'd like to use the new improvement character, but yeah. It smoothed out the character's body, look at that. But there's still minor side bumps. And his teeth gotten up a little. That got to go back down. So, see you later, people. I'll stick with the remaining one until they improve this more.